how to turn these creamy rocks into spectacular opals like that. Black, beautiful opal. This is gonna be my virgin treatment of opal that's often underestimated in its beauty. I believe it's beautiful. It represents a great value and it's insane colors. Now, it comes in this form, creamy white, showing very little, but what you can get under a specific treatment is insane, as you saw with that opal I just held. So I will show you my way of treating this opal, and hopefully you will learn how to do it for yourself. Especially those on the budget will enjoy buying these things that don't cost a lot and represents a great profit if you get these beautiful results as I did in that opal. So let's go and do it. Okay, so this is my first time I'm doing this. I'm really starting to love this opal. The fact that this creamy rocks, and you can't even tell, has no color. And all of a sudden you see all these colors on the black. It's amazing to me. So in the comments, please don't judge me. It's the first time I'm doing it. I try to set up the most efficient way to do this. I am petrified of the acid, as most people are. So I wanted to do it safely, but it's definitely not a professional way or anything. And I reckon I've got a little bit of a system going, and it's pretty safe. It is outside. But in the comments during the video, please let me know. Do you like the way I'm doing it? Do you like a setup? Is there something to improve on? And yeah, just work with me here. It's a first one. It's a virgin treat. And let's see what we get and what we work out. And if you're wondering, there's a new addition to my background. See that? That's, I've got another love, which is ice hockey. I used to play the game. And that's Wayne Gretzky. That's a signed by the great man himself, Oilers shirt. They are in the Stanley Cup finals, and I've been watching with anticipation. To my surprise, my actually picks for the Cup was the Florida Panthers, and I still think they're a huge favorite. It's going to be a hard task to beat, but I got it out. I broke the glass on it, so I have to reglaze it. Unfortunately, in the move, it's cracked. So it's a precious thing. And yeah, so that's my new background for the playoffs. We're in the final, and I'm spending a lot of hours watching that. So anyway, that's a little bit insight more to me and the man you are watching doing this things with opals. And let's go and treat this creamy rock, see what we get. All right. This is the equipment that we need. We need a slow cooker, some bicarb soda to mix with water. There is my sugar solution in Pyrex glass. There you go. That's sugar and water, half-half. There is a jar, I'll explain later, some protective glass, a gas mask, and goggles, just to get rid of the acid. And, of course, the sulfuric acid. Oh, I will also use some 95% spirit to clean the stones. And an air fryer to dry them out. So first things first, glass. I'm going to drill some holes at the bottom of the glass. Well, with this one, I got too excited, pressed too hard, and it actually cracked. So I got a thicker jar, and that actually worked. My idea is to minimize the time I'm near the acid. So I've got some water in the slow cooker. I've got some Pyrex glass and this jar. I'm going to put the acid in there and stones in the jar, and I can just take the jar out of the acid and drain it. All right, so this is the rocks out of the sugar solution after about 3 days cooking in the sugar and water half-half in that slow cooker on low. And I'm going to dry them in the air fryer for a few minutes. And I've also wiped them with methylated spirit, which I feel it's important because you don't want to leave any oil or dirt from your fingers on the stones before acid, as it will show on the stone. I'm ready to go. with my protective gear. Make sure you use it. Can't say it enough. You don't want those acid burns on your skin or worse. And here we're ready to pour some acid into the jar and put it in a slow cooker, and the stones there in the jar into the acid. And this is a bucket of bicarb soda and water, half mix. And that will neutralize acid once the stones come out. Are they ready to come out? They've been there for 6 hours. Just having a quick look. See how dark they got already? Yeah, I can see they can do it with a little bit more, so a few more hours. And some will take on treatment straight away, and some will take ages. There is no way of telling what takes an hour, what takes 2 days. So that's the difficulty. Okay, after about 12 hours, we're having a look at it, and I can see they are pretty dark. One there didn't take on some treatment. So let's go, wash them in that bicarb soda solution, take them out and have a look what we've got. Oh, and the acid, for those who haven't done it before, haven't used the acid, it turns dark, black almost. It's quite normal and safe. It's all good. See, that jar does the trick, and I have to say I stole this idea from Phil, because he treats Matrix up there in Andamooka all the time, and I thought I like how he does it. So the jar is totally, I can't claim this idea. It is him. I combined many different ideas to make an efficient process for me, and to concentrate on the Opal and minimize any risks and inefficient way of doing this. All right, this is what we've got. Look, this one turns so black. Pretty cool. Blues everywhere. And see the difference that it made from that creamy rock. And this one shows you, that needs more time. It may never turn black. Still got beautiful colors. I love this one. Look, there is something special about that. And it's got those bars in there. Nothing on this side and no bar there, so everything is in on top, but the colors are pretty good. This one is just awesome. Such a natural rock. Can I show you? There is color all through it. And yeah, we just gonna need now to basically shape them and put them back in the treatment. Now that we see colors, this is the idea of the test treatment. See, this part didn't take on the color at all. That shows you what can happen, and it's quite normal. There's no guarantees. You never know. All right, we're gonna go and shape them and retreat them. All right, so I'm just trying to figure out what to do with them. Cut them. See, after the treatment, what's it called, test treatment, I probably took longer than the test treatment. You let me know in the comments if you think I've gone too long for the test treatment, but I needed to see the colors and how to cut them and shape them. So I'm looking, there's a bar there, there's another one, there's nothing in the middle. With this one, it's got this bar on top, but there's also color just there. And the question also is, do you make them into small jewelry stones? Now, I have a secret plan for some of the bigger opal. A friend of mine has been asking me for bigger pieces of opal, and I think Matrix is perfect for it, to put in a wire jewelry art. She puts wires around the stones and makes them look spectacular. And she really wants the raw form with colors, doesn't need the perfect shapes or anything. In fact, prefers rough, natural looking stones, and some of her jewelry looks awesome. So she's been asking it, like, give me some bigger opals, and as you know, they like try to get 20 carat black lightning ridge or something like this. This is just for the super wealthy, right? But with this opal, you can make it look spectacular. This and boulder. So I'm thinking of sending some of that to her. And this blue one, like, it's pretty cool. And I'll probably slice that one. This one, it shows the part that's not treated, so we're gonna cut that into pieces as well. So I'm gonna go on the saw. I've got it prepared and cut them up, and then we can have a look what they are. I hope you're enjoying this. This is after the cut, and what I enjoy about it is seeing like this is how the stone was before the treatment. And see, the treatment doesn't go in all the way; it only goes about a mil in. So once you start shaping and grinding it, you're going to have to retreat it. So there should be a decent price of this opal, not only because of its beauty. Look, that was together. I've sliced it in half, and I was hoping maybe there's color in the middle, but there wasn't any. So we just got that, and that will make something pretty cool. I might still slice it in half there and make two pieces out of it. And that green and orange is beautiful. This blue ones are my favorite, but see this black marks? I think they're from the sugar, and I might have to grind them out. I'm not sure. Work in progress. First time I'm doing it. There is a bit of color on that, but nothing in the middle again. And then you've got this one, and the work goes into it. It should be just for the labor itself, like how many times you have to treat it. You can see that bother beautifully, nice and thick, and it shows up at the front, but and this one, it's still a beauty, even though, it didn't take on the treatment, black on one side, creamy marble like on the other. Look, I love it. It's obviously not like that top matrix I've got that I showed at the beginning of my show at the end, but it's still a beautiful stone at a fraction of the cost of other opals. And I'm just gonna go around and give it some natural shapes, the way the opal goes, not cut too much out of it because it's going to a purpose of a different kind, not in the rings or anything, in that wire art. So, well, that looks nice and dark. So I'm just gonna shape it into triangles or whatever it shows me, and then we're gonna have to retreat it again for a few hours, sugar and acid again, and hopefully we have a finished product that's ready to polish and send to Sydney for the for that wire work. And look, I've cut some. Oh, this shows you that can crack. Actually, that was a crack in there, and a bit crack. So they can also crack. So that's good for the education. All right, so I'm gonna to shape them, play with them, put them in another treatment, and then we'll see what we've got after the final treatment, hopefully. All right, this is the result of the treatment. This is the second time I had it in sugar and acid. It's my first one, as you know, guys and girls, and I got this out. Look at that. And I tell you, some of the stones, look, I love it. I don't know how to value these things and what it is. I mean, I know it's Andamooka Matrix Opal that's been treated by moi, and some of it is black, some of them is dark gray. This is my favorite, and I'm sure some of you guys, especially the experts like Phil, he will know what I'm doing here. He probably cringe or something and say, "What did you do?" I don't know, but nevertheless, I love the results, and the beauty of this opal is it's not as expensive as some of the Lightning Ridge or the your standard opals that do not need treatment. But I tell you what, I have developed a new respect for this. This is a lot of work, and it should be priced a lot higher. I mean, you going back to treating, the painful acid and the cooking and the sugar solution. Then you're going on the wheels. It takes off the treatment, so you have to retreat it. Then it comes out. You've got to reshape it again, and just keeps going. So it's actually quite a lot of work with this opal. Look at that. I reckon that'd be pretty cool
in some kind of a unique setting. And, you know, like this is 33 carats. I mean, they big stones. I mean, imagine paying, how much would you pay for an opal that big with that color if it wasn't matrix, sorry. And then you've got, you know, this one's at 30, all 30 carats. Then you've got some of the smaller ones like this one. The colors are insane. That's 20. It's not much on this side and just little here. So I might have to turn it to a little one. That one, well, half, still 10. Then you've got this one, which is very cool. I really like this one. It's like a galaxy black, really cool stone, I have to say. You know, 12 carats because it's thinner, but it's good size. Look at that. You know, so all right. What do you think? Do you think my first ever treatment taught you something? Maybe taught you what not to do? And that's sometimes the best lesson of all. Do you like this opal? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? And also, if you know what you're doing, if you're an expert, let me know. What can I do? What can I do to improve? Teach us. I reckon I've done all right. Not too bad. And I love this one. Look at this. Crazy. All right. On that note,
All right, we are done. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Well, we can only get better. It's a first one. And if you want some of that high grade quality matrix as well, go to my store. There's a link in the description, or let me know. I might cut it into smaller pieces. I will do some more matrix in the future. And that was your second choice too on the survey. So I did the shells, and there is a video here. You can watch the shells, the dark shells. They are spectacular. And the next one is Matrix. I'm listening to you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do help us out. The more, the better. And give me a like. Just click the button. Help us out here to grow and to get out there to more and more of awesome people like yourselves and build bigger and bigger community. And go the Oilers on the weekend. Yeah. Can we do it? Saturday night. It's going to be tough, but that is it from me. I'll see you on the next one, and thank you for watching.